Hey guys, Josh here. This has been coming on for a long time, but I finally got it done. So, as you know, a while ago I put on a 65 nanometer GPU on a Xenon and required some pretty heavy trace rework around here. This is called the Senator Man mod because he's the guy that first did it. Now, I have decided to make a little PCB here, which actually does this job for you.
So as usual, I get these boards from PCB Way. You can zoom in and see how good of a quality the boards are despite being so small. And one of the things that PCB Way does really well that not all board manufacturers do is the castellated vias for QSB. You can see they're really clean, and you have the copper, in this case coated with Hassel lead, going all the way through to the bottom side there. And this is very good because that allows you to solder it very easily onto the board. And there you can see on the QSB point as well, same thing, they do a great job with castellating these points here so that you have an easy job soldering it to the motherboard. So very high quality. I'm very satisfied with the quality of these boards.
Alright guys, now if you want to get those high quality PCBs for a very good price from PCB Way, here's all you have to do. You're going to head to their website, PCBWay.com, and you're going to see here, this right here, PCB prototype. And you can go ahead and hit the quote now button. Now, it's very simple. All you got to do is upload your Gerber files right here. We have this option, add Gerber file. You're going to just select that. You can see it's going to upload the Gerber files automatically, and it's also going to select a bunch of options here that are for the board. And it's going to select a lot of them automatically, but you want to go through and you can check what you want. You can change your surface finish if you want. You can change your PCB color. They have all kinds of colors available, different silkscreen colors, different board thicknesses, different materials. You have a lot of options to get exactly what you need. You can see it filled some of this stuff for us automatically, 2 layers, and the size here, very simple. You'll get a quote here. You have different shipping options as well. So you can see this one, the default DHL to various countries here, and we have different options to ship for different prices. Whatever you want to do, you can choose that. You'll get a quote right here, and then you can simply save that to your cart and order it. It's that simple, and the people at PCB Way will look over your design, and if everything's good to go, it will be fabricated. For me, it was fabricated really quickly. It took only a couple days to ship out, and then only a couple more days to get here. So very simple, and I strongly recommend PCB Way for all your PCB needs.
Now, in order to use this, you have to remove 4 capacitors here, 4 capacitors here, and you move them onto this PCB itself. So we'll go ahead and show you where it fits on the motherboard right here. Fits perfectly on a Xenon and Zephyr A. So let's zoom in. So you can see here, now you would remove these capacitors and solder each side of the QSB down to the pad. And you put the capacitors back on right here. They're all the same. You can put them on in any way you want, or you could put new ones on. And then you have a ground point right here. And this is very important because without a ground point, the rest of this PCB is just an antenna, and this will compromise the signal integrity of the high-speed PCIe link. The other thing is you can see that all the traces are kept on the top side. Because of the way I did the routing, it means nothing crosses over each other, and as a result, this can be done. And that's important because right underneath this are other high-speed signals. First of all, near these areas where it terminates, there's PCI signals, and they're not aligned in the same way that they would be on the Deswizzler. So as you guys know, I like to do things properly. And so as a result, by keeping all the traces on the top side, by routing them in a way that they never have to cross, this means that all of the traces are isolated from the motherboard by a ground plane. And that means that there is really no risk of any crosstalk happening and weakening the PCIe signal integrity. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to fix this console. Now, I'm a little short on time, so I'm not going to use a 65 nanometer GPU. I'm going to use a fixed version of GPU RIA, which is just as reliable. And for that, the only thing you have to do is deswizzle it when you install such a chip to this board. However, I'm actually not going to be using this board.
You know, this is really annoying when you're doing some BGA rework and these capacitors look just fine, and then they do this on the rework machine. Classic Xenon stuff. Well, time to swap them out. These ones, well, that one on the right, but I'll swap all of them out. Okay, so here's the Xenon board we're going to test with, and I've put on an 816970 GPU RIA. This is one of the high TG versions, just the chip I had lying around. Could have done a 65 nanometer Jasper chip if I wanted to, but I didn't want to do all the extra steps, so decided to use this. Now this board does need capacitors to be replaced, but for now I'm going to solve that problem by ignoring it, because I don't want to do it right now. I'll do it at some point later, probably when I swap the CPU out for something more interesting, because that's an updated 17559 console or something like that, so nothing special here. So anyway, let's get the thing installed, and to do that, I'll have to take off 4 caps there, 4 caps there. Alright guys, I've got the caps installed on the interposer, so now all we gotta do is line it up and solder it down to the board. Alright everyone, I've got it soldered on. Definitely will say this soldering is not for novices. You really need to know what you're doing when it comes down to an 0402 level in order to do this, because they're pretty small points there except for that ground. So I've already got pretty much everything cleaned up. I'll do a little more cleanup, and then we'll go ahead and put some heat sinks on and test it out.
Alright, here it is with the heat sinks. There you can see the Deswizzler, and you'll see it clears that GPU heatsink no problem. Let's go ahead and boot up. And there it goes. You can see it is functioning properly. The Deswizzler works. Nice. It is likely that the next production run of these will be slightly updated. And what I've done here is, if you look at the original board here, you can see that this angle here isn't perpendicular to the traces. This is just a cosmetic thing. I think it's kind of ugly, so I figured out that I can do it like this, and that will still clear. I'll go ahead and show you here. And you can see if I line it up there, obviously I just cut the QSB area short so I could test fit it on a board. The angle's changed a bit, but it still clears, which I'll show now. So you can see on this Xenon here, it still clears just fine. The straight portion's just been extended slightly that way so that we can have a 45-degree angle down to those capacitors. And obviously you can, as I said, the ends are chopped off there just for test fitting. But so it's possible that the future run of these will be based off of this. So once I finish testing this version, if I determine that everything is good, it's likely that I'll start producing them with the 45-degree angle here instead of the original one here. So with that being said, if you're interested in these Deswizzler boards, please go ahead and let me know. You can contact me via my website, octalsconsoleshop.com. I'm happy to sell y'all some of these. Now there's one more thing I want to mention. I've also developed an interposer version of the Deswizzler, but that's a bit more expensive, so there are only a couple instances where you would want to use that over a QSB. But I'll probably be making a separate video on this once I test it, because I don't have enough time to fit it into this video. So that's all for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this project.